obviously see walking on all fours more than we would see climbing or swinging, because you need like trees and rope to climb and swing. And the trees and the rope are more so like in the corner of the video. So there's more space for the chimpanzees to walk, and so we saw that more, right? That's some reasoning that helps link everything together. It doesn't have to be exactly what I put, it just needs to make sense and be in that sentence. All right, so what I want us to do now is to open up the CER practice assignment, which I know both of you have completed, but I want to talk about it together a little bit, because that was your chance to practice reasoning at your home. And I want to start out by just having you look over what you wrote for activity number 1 and activity number 2. In activity number 1, you were looking or student John's evidence and reasoning program we've used before. And you looked to see what improvements he could make on it, right? And then in activity 2, you went through the process of writing your own claim evidence and reasoning again. So I should see us all open up to activity number 1. And I just want to talk about it a little bit, and then we'll move on. So I really want to point out John's reasoning that he put in his answer and proved it, because we've had less practice on reasoning than anything else. And so the question he was answering, right, was which hunting group size is most likely to capture the bison? And in the graph, it's 11, right? And his claim was pretty short. He just said 11. He could have made that a complete sentence. And then for his evidence, he references the graph, which is good. He says on the graph, a hunting group highest, but he doesn't really explain what the heck that even means, what highest means. So he could have added more and said like the highest probability of capture, and then he didn't set the specific number, which was 0.3. And then for the reasoning, he said when the group is too small or too big, so I guess the hunting group, the wolves are not as effective at capturing the bison. So a group of 11 is best. Take like 30. it doesn't really explain why it wouldn't be as effective. And that's what the reason about is putting in that why. Well, yeah, no duh, those wolves aren't as effective. That's why the probability of capture is lower. But why is it lower, right? Why aren't they as effective? And so, John could put whatever he thinks about that. Maybe he'd say that if it's too small, there aren't enough to capture the bison. If it's too big, they have a hard time competing with each other, right? Adding more detail is oftentimes key to making sure you have a good claim, a good evidence, and a good reason with it. So I wanted to go through these because either next time or even at the end of the class, if we have time, we're going to start working on